What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Inferno Insider Podcast. I'm RJ.
I'm Tyler.
Today, we have a very special guest for a very special week. We have Shresta Chemarla. Shresta, how you doing today? First off, just say your last name right.
You were close enough. It was a pretty good attempt.
All right.
Good enough.
That was the hardest last name we've had so far. First for everything. Tyler, why don't you kick us off today?
All right, Shresta, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a junior. I'm studying finance in WP Carey School of Business. I'm also in Barrett, the Honors College, so, preparing for that thesis, getting a little nervous for that, but,
It's fun.
Yeah.
As someone who's in the thick of it right now, it's a good time.
I'm
Someone
sure.
who's avoiding it right now. How did you first get involved in campus?
Well, I would say I think my first exposure was probably joining 942 crew on campus. My roommates and I really loved going to the basketball games, so we started going to their meetings, and it's been a lot of fun ever since. And then I joined PAB, and that was the rest is kind of history, to be honest.
What made you kind of want to branch out beyond 942?
I think personally, as a person, I'm very organized and detail-oriented, and one of my really good friends, Shivani, was in PAB at the time and introduced me to the organization, and it made me realize how much I really enjoyed the people and the concept of event planning, something that I wouldn't get to do in my major regularly, and it's really led me to a lot of different opportunities.
Cool. So you started in one of the departments as an event coordinator, right?
Yeah,
You
so
started that your first year.
Yeah, so I was in the pavilion
Mhm.
department, so planned events just downstairs, and that kind of led us to where we are right now.
So what made you want to make that leap to the Director of Devilpalooza?
Well, I knew around this time last year, I knew I wanted to become a director. I wanted to step up a little bit in terms of where I was, and I wasn't sure what I was looking for. So when I was volunteering at Devilpalooza last year, they were setting up the stage and they were doing the sound check. And I remember standing there, and it was a really quiet day, and I was thinking, oh, this is kind of cool, this is neat. And then they turned on the music, and I could feel, the entire field shake, and I was like, I want to be a part of this. And that's kind of when I set my sights on Devilpalooza.
Was there a time when you thought about doing anything else, or was it like a Devilpalooza or bust?
I was thinking about doing VP of programs and doing more of that managerial aspect and overseeing my then department pavilion. So I took my hand at that and then ended up being Devilpalooza, and I'm really glad that this is the way I went. So.
How's the planning process been so far this entire time?
Well, it's been a very quick few months. It's been a lot of different tasks and stuff to do, but we've been having a really good time, my whole team and I. I think it's been going pretty smoothly for what it's been. We've had a couple curveballs, but that's all right. It's honestly been a really fun experience for me.
When did you guys start planning the event?
So I chose the team around, I believe, October. So we've been planning since then, and it's been picking up more and more, and over winter break too, of course. So we've had a couple months.
Now, just take us into the mind of someone. I know not a lot of listeners probably have ever planned an event. What is it like, and when do you really feel like the pressure starts to pick up? How long before the event do you really feel like it really kicks into gear?
Well, I think in terms of pressure, for me, it was definitely the night of the reveal of the artist, so January 16th, I believe, because all of my PAB friends were there, all of my 942 friends were there, and basketball is always such a great, fun event, so I could feel the anticipation, the excitement, and I was just getting really nervous because, you can't please everyone, but you can please the majority of people, and I'm hoping that's what we had done, and having Quinn 92 be the headliner.
Cool. So let's talk a little bit about your team, because you're in a unique position where you get to kind of pick and choose who you want on the team for different positions and stuff like that. So what made you select the people you selected? What was that process like, and how do you feel like the team overall has fit well together?
Sure. So we actually had a lot of really incredible people apply, so it was a very difficult decision. It took me
Are you just saying that for all the people that are listening?
no, I really do mean that. It was quite a process, to be honest. I sat in my advisor's office for a solid hour or two, just nitpicking over everything, and it was really difficult. But I think the big thing I was looking forward to was that positive attitude, the I'm ready to work and I'm ready to be placed in any position you need me in. and being flexible and just overall having a great attitude, because this is a stressful event. It's not something that everyone can do, but my team has been just so positive, so excited for everything, and they've been really, really great about turning around and doing like tasks and doing different stuff like that. And I think the big thing my entire team would say, our forte would be communication. We're all very on top of it in that sense, and I think that's what makes it work for us.
What are kind of the expectations for this weekend? Like, what would make Devilpalooza successful in your eyes?
I think in my eyes is being there and just seeing a ton of people have a lot of fun, people getting excited. I've been seeing some social media posts that are getting us all like hyped up for the weekend. And I think that's my main thing, is I want to see people having fun and genuinely posting about it and are just really having a good time with it. And I think as long as I can make a couple people happy, that'll make me happy.
Were there any big roadblocks? I know that you kind of brought it up in the beginning, but was there anything that kind of derailed you or felt like it made you a little like unmotivated with the event? Because I think that that's something that we kind of face with event planning sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one that I did not expect was the ASU ticket app has been a little wishy-washy here and there.
Technology, man.
Yeah, technology. And so we've been figuring out how to troubleshoot that, and that's been a tad nerve-wracking because that is the way people get into the concert. But we have some plans, so it's been going. That was a roadblock I was not expecting at all, to be honest. But it's been an interesting process trying to figure out how we're going to solve that issue.
So, what should people expect from this event? Just talk a little bit about, man, I mean, there might be people listening that don't even know who the artist is. Tell us a little bit about Devilpalooza 2020. What is different? What to expect? What is this event?
So Devilpalooza, for people who may not know, it's this just big fun free concert. We're going to have food trucks. We're going to have different vendors there. A couple of exciting ones that you'll have to see when you get there. But we have some activities. We have a ton of fun stuff to keep you occupied until we have an awesome opener called 0 Degrees. They won Battle of the Bands. They went through a series of competitions, and they prevailed. And then we also have DJ Anthony Green opening up as well. And, of course, our headliner, Quinn 92. So for people who aren't that familiar with Quinn's music, it's very Rex Orange County vibes sort of situation. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Even if you haven't listened to him a ton, we do have a playlist up on the PAB Instagram at ASU PAB. And you can take a listen to some of his music. And it's honestly, overall, just going to be a lot of fun, chill atmosphere. And it's a free concert. So what's there not to love?
No harm. He's an artist I didn't really know when I first heard him, but since I've listened to a lot of his music, and I vibe with it. It's a good music.
For sure.
All right. So last one. You personally, we've talked a lot about Devilpalooza, but we wanted to ask you personally, what's next for you after this event? Where do you think you're going to go from here?
In general or with PAB?
In general. You take the question where you want it.
Well, this summer I'll be busy interning, so I won't have time to really be focusing on my thesis. So that's definitely something.
Might be for the best.
Yeah, perhaps. So I'll be working on my thesis. So if people see me running around Barrett looking stressed, that's exactly why. I'm thinking about either doing homecoming or president for next year in PAB.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
That's a breaking news right there.
Yes, you heard it here first. So I'm really excited for that. I'm excited to see where my opportunities lead me. Getting more involved in some other interests of mine. I'm thinking about taking some fashion classes and what have you. So, yeah, I'm really excited.
Any last words before we end up today's podcast?
Go on to the ASU ticketing app that has been sorted for the most part, and go get your tickets to Devilpalooza this Saturday. Doors open at 6 p.m., and we cannot wait to see you there.
All right, that sounds like a good episode.
Couldn't close it off much better than that.
Thank you for tuning in to the Inferno Insider Podcast. I'm RJ.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Shresta.
Stay tuned for more. Peace out, guys. Keep those pitchforks up.